LAX Airport just had a passenger rail station open this past June, and that seems surprising, considering it's the second largest metro area by population in America, and the busiest airport by arrivals and destinations.
It's late July. I wanted to go somewhere, have some transit tourism. So I'm in Los Angeles. We're gonna ride the LA Metro. Got some new light rail to take on. We're gonna ride Metrolink, because I haven't done that yet. And then tomorrow we're gonna get out of here on Amtrak's Sunset Limited. But for tonight, we gotta get to Hollywood. And I gotta have a roast beef sandwich that I've been putting off a long time. Last time I was in LA, I took a really long bus ride to the A-Line to get downtown. Now I've got an option to take light rail right from LAX Airport. Well, not right from the airport. I have to take a shuttle bus to get it. But first we have to get through all of the international terminals, tunnel between the two concourses, and then we have to go down to the ground level, ground transport, and find where this shuttle bus is. As usual, it's a really long walk, a really long introduction to Los Angeles. Customs is on the other side of this wall. The Sun Country flight out here was only $89, and the front seat wasn't, I think, $29 up from that. Look out for that video. I know I already did a video about a Sun Country flight to LA, but this one was a little different. Special livery, a little bit different flight path, a few different things to see. All right, 1 hour later, we're at the main building of the International Terminal.
I arrived via a Sun Country flight from the Twin Cities of Minnesota and navigated the Tom Bradley International Terminal toward ground transportation to the shuttle bus that would whisk me away to the new LRT station at the airport's edge.
Passing up every opportunity for food, because there's a place downtown that's been on my list to go to for years. Everything keeps getting in my way, but not today. Sun Country doesn't check in here, they check in at Terminal 1 because of all of this being taken up. This is the point at which you walk off the flight from the international terminal and you lose where ground transport is. Just keep going down. Now we should be looking for a shuttle bus that says something like Transit Center. We'll see. Yep, just follow the screaming children.
Now color and QR coded, the various shuttle buses that commute passengers to the various modes of surface transport from LAX are laid out in a chaotic curbside tableau upon exiting the international terminal. I only wait a few minutes for the free bus marked LA Metro. It's relatively crowded and makes stops at each of the preceding terminals before cruising toward the newly opened LAX Metro Transit Center. Prior to summer 2025, only the C-Line light rail had a connection to the airport at Aviation Century Station. The extension of the K-Line fills the gap between the section of the line serving Inglewood to the north and Redondo Beach to the south, with C-Line trains also having a connection at the new airport station. As was the case with most LA Metro stations, staff at LAX Metro Center were available to assist with wayfinding, ticketing, and security was present without seeming overbearing. The K-Line as a whole represents 11 miles of mass transit that links South LA with the E-Line to the north running between Santa Monica, downtown LA, and then on to East LA. This still means that 2 or 3 connections are necessary to reach destinations in and around the central business district after arriving at the airport. Travelers looking for the most concise option to get downtown on the economy of time would best take the flyaway bus from LAX. But for those looking to only pay around $2 a person and see the various neighborhoods of South LA for themselves, the LA Metro is the way to go.
So there's plenty of wayfinding. Tap card worked on the second try, pretty good, better than Atlanta. Now we just need to wait for a K train, or a K-Line light rail. Figure out what they say here. And there's a couple of connections that It's going to be fun. Holy, make that ding.
In the future, the LAX People Mover will have a transfer station at LAX Metro Center, further streamlining the process of getting out of the crowd, arriving at the terminal, and into public transit. Our LRV was built by Kinky Chariot, a vehicle unique to LA Metro, but overall mimicking the ride characteristics of its brand predecessors in Dallas and elsewhere. Seating is utilitarian, designed for ease of cleaning and weight reduction. Most of the cars I rode over the whole system had rows of seating across most of the trains, with accessible seating and bike storage near the doors.
Expo Crenshaw Station. We're on this ride together, so please don't play loud music. Block the aisles. The next stop is Westchester Veteran Station at Florence and Hendry. Connect here with Metro Micro.
The line is mostly at grade, within fenced-off sections, but there are a mix of elevated and underground segments as well. If I had more time, I would have also taken the opportunity to travel south and under the runways at LAX on the part of the line extending south to Redondo Beach. But dinner was calling me at a famous restaurant near Union Station that I'd been putting off visiting for far too long. So enjoy this, a ride up the K-Line to Expo Boulevard.
connect here with Metro Micro and other Metro buses. Be prepared to present your own validated tap card for inspection by security or law enforcement. Violations are subject to a citation or removal from the system. The next stop is Fairview Heights Station at Redondo and West Boulevard. Fairview Heights Station at Redondo and West Boulevard. Keep your phones and other valuables out of sight and do not engage with solicitors. Report any safety or cleaning concerns through the LA Metro Transit Watch app or station intercom. For emergencies, call 911 or use the onboard or station intercom. If you see something, say something. The next stop is Hyde Park Station at Crenshaw and Slauson. Exit here for Nipsey Hustle Square. Connect here with Metro and Dash buses. Hyde Park Station at Crenshaw and Slauson. Exit here for Nipsey Hustle Square. Connect here with Metro and Dash buses. Welcome aboard the Metro K-Line. This train's final destination is Expo Crenshaw Station. Thanks for going Metro. Eating, drinking, and smoking at Metro trains or stations is not allowed. This is your system, so please help us keep it clean. The next stop is Laverne Park Station on Crenshaw between 43rd and Vernon. Connect here with Metro and Dash buses upstairs. Connect here with Metro and Dash buses upstairs. This is as far as this train goes. Connect here with Metro E-Line upstairs. To transfer, remember to tap again. Make sure you have all of your personal belongings and remain seated or hold on until the doors have opened. Upon arrival, all passengers must exit the train. Those who...
Upon alighting at Expo Crenshaw, we make our way up to street level, about a block to the intersection, and then across a crosswalk to the E-Line LRT station.
Block the aisles for exits or take up more than one seat. Park bikes in designated areas. And to help us get you there on time, please don't hold the doors open.
This line follows the right-of-way set down for the Santa Monica Airline over a century ago. It became a modern light rail corridor just over a decade ago, opening in 2012 and becoming the second busiest line in the system. It's a very unique blend of neighborhoods, often running through backyards, astride sporadic business districts, and feeling very much as if it has earned a place in these communities. You can definitely tell you're in LA on this line. It's also a much more efficiently paced ride into downtown LA compared to the A-Line that I had connected to last year. Though much like the A-Line, the E-Line's entrance into downtown feels very much like a stage door entrance, remaining on the fringes of major attractions and aside major streets.
Through the LA Metro Transit Watch app or station internet. For emergencies, call 911 or use the app or your station internet. If you see something, say something. The next stop is Expo Vermont Station. Exit here for the Natural History Museum at LA Memorial Coliseum. Natural History Museum, California African American Museum, LA Memorial Coliseum, and BMO Stadium. Now arriving, Expo Park, USB Station. Exit here for California Science Center, Natural History Museum, California African American Museum, LA Memorial. Welcome aboard the Metro E-Line. This train's final destination is Atlantic Station in East LA. We're on this ride together, so please don't play loud music, block the aisles or exits, or take up more than one seat. Park bikes in designated areas, and to help us get you there on time, please don't hold the doors open. The next stop is Jefferson USD Station. Exit here for Galen Center, Shrine Auditorium, and USD Village. Please be prepared to present your own validated tap card for inspection by security or law enforcement. Violations are subject to a citation or removal from the system.
Esté preparado para presentar su propia tarjeta TAP validada para que la inspección de seguridad o la policía la inspeccione. Las violaciones están sujetas a una citación o eliminación del sistema.
The next stop is
LATCC Ortho Institute Station. Exit here for
LA Trade Tech College, Orthopedic Institute for Children, and Mount St. Mary's University. Connect here with the nearby Metro J Line. And remember to tap again to transfer.
LATCC Ortho Institute Station. Exit here for
LA Trade Tech College, Orthopedic Institute for Children, and Mount St. Mary's University. Connect here with the nearby Metro J Line. And remember to tap again to transfer.
This is your Metro, so let's watch out for one another. Please report any unwanted detection or other incidents by using the train intercom, calling our law enforcement hotline at 888-950-STATE, or by speaking with any uniformed security personnel.
Este es un metro, así que cuidémonos unos a otros. Al intercomunicador del tren, llamando a la línea de seguridad al 888-950-7233 o hablando con el personal de seguridad uniformado.
The next stop is
Vigo Station. Exit here for
Crypto.com Arena, LA Live, and the Convention Center. Connect here with the Metro A-Line. And remember to tap again to transfer. This is the Metro E-Line train.
Vigo Station. Exit here for
Crypto.com Arena, LA Live, and the Convention Center. Connect here with the Metro A-Line. And remember to tap again to transfer. This is the Metro E-Line train. The next stop is
7th Street Metro Center in downtown LA. Exit here for Big at 7th and the Block.
Connect here with Metro B and D lines downstairs.
The LA Metro system was born in the modern era, utilizing fragments of old infrastructure, having to blaze its own way through the city and adapt itself to the needs of a modern Los Angelino commuter. The airport came up with the rise of the highway system here, which yielded results for getting to and from it that became more inefficient as the population based in LA and the base of tourists and wanderers expanded in kind. That public transit has remained as centered on street-level running with buses and public and private operators is unsurprising. Streets were clearly a priority in California cities over the last century, and whatever new forms of transit are carved into the landscape of the modern LA have to make up ground and grow the appeal of alternative forms of getting around like they would in any other American city.
Please stand clear. The doors are closing. Welcome aboard the Metro A-Line. This train's final destination is Union Station in downtown LA. Stop sign exit 9.
The difference here in LA, much like in New York City, has been the devotion to seeing public works projects through. There's still a challenge to keep these projects on track, on time, and with as little over-budgeting as possible. Something as difficult as boring new tunnels under the City of Angels. The standards by which LA Metro runs its operations and focuses on improving the customer experience will continue to play a lot into what LA has planned for transit expansion in the years to come. The Olympic Games will be here in 3 years in 2028. It's likely a handful of new transit lines can be born into this dense system. Consideration about ambitiously extending the K line to north to Hollywood, where I was ultimately bound for on the summer Saturday afternoon, are hopeful aspirations that address unmet transit needs, but are less likely to be fleshed out or carved out prior to 2028. Still, it's better to let California momentum continue where need and enthusiasm for such projects is more readily found, and wherever LA Metro touches in this city seem to be better off for it.
We're back.
So there ought to be more new lines to explore over the coming years, just as these new-to-me lines provided today.
We might be back here tomorrow morning. I mean, at some point we'll be back here tomorrow. But we might also be at Glendale. We'll have to see.
Philippe's claims to be the origin of the French dip sandwich. Whatever the truth may be, what this stalwart counter joint is serving up daily has plenty of juicy character to back up their storied history. The place has a lot of railroad memorabilia among the simple tables and booths. It's only a few blocks north of Union Station, and is well worth the walk for a sensuous au jus that will live on your palate's memory for the rest of your days.
Oh, wow, that was good. The au jus is just a little, like, I don't know, it's got a little more kick to it than most do. It's not just beef stock, and if it is, it's pretty specially made. All right, now I gotta get to my hostel. So I gotta go to downtown Hollywood. What a fast application of beef.
Classic roast beef in my belly, it's off to Hollywood via the B-Line subway at Union Station. The deep tunnel stations have deeper levels of character compared to the LRT in LA.
The solution for a non-working tap card fare gate thing appears to be try the one to the left of it. So the LA Metro, as far as I can tell, is like if you took the St. Louis light rail and gave it the smell of the Chicago L and put it in a loose interpretation of the Washington Metro system, except for where it's above ground. Then it's its own thing.
I'll be looking at the Hollywood Vine station in greater detail as part of my next video, which kicks off the day following my arrival in LA as the initial ride into downtown prior to my nonsensical ride around, up, and down the valleys of the LA metro area on Metrolink commuter rail, the A-Line LRT to Azusa, and back to Union Station for a ride on Amtrak's Sunset Limited that you can check out now on my channel.
Welcome aboard the Metro.
Beyond that, we've got light rail in Phoenix and plenty more transit-oriented travels to check out in coming videos. Thanks for coming with me today. I'll see you on the next ride.
Now arriving Hollywood Vine Station. Exit here for the Fantasia Theater, Hollywood Walk of Fame, and the Metro Bike Hub.
Most questionable art in an American. We got the once again guy.